Hi, I'm City Manager Ed Zuercher, and welcome to another edition of On the Job, the show where we talk to Phoenix employees about the work they do every day. The end of the year is a time for celebration, but it's also a time to think about safety. And I'm here today with Phoenix Police Commander Lisa Ruggiero, Commander of the Desert Horizon Precinct in Northeast Phoenix. Commander, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming here to talk a little bit about safety, but let's start first by talking about your career in the Phoenix Police Department. How did you come to be a Phoenix police officer?
Well, actually, I started out taking college courses at ASU, and I wanted something with, to be perfectly honest, with as little math as possible. And I went into a criminal justice degree, and with the intention of changing that major once I figured out what I wanted to do. And I enjoyed the classes so much that I stayed with it and eventually applied with the Phoenix Police Department back in 1991.
What did you enjoy about criminal justice at that time, and what has continued with you in that?
You know, I really liked the criminal law aspect of it, and just reading case law and all those kinds of things was so interesting to me that I really wanted to pursue a job in law enforcement and continue with that.
And like all of our police commanders, you started as a patrol officer. So tell us a little bit about the progression in your career and your time in patrol and then the other things that followed.
Right, so I've been on just over 23 years, and I started in patrol, as you said, and I've worked Desert Horizon Precinct, I worked South Mountain, Central City Precinct, and I promoted after about 13 or 14 years in patrol. And then as a sergeant, I went to Maryvale Precinct and did that for a little while, Homeland Defense Admin Sergeant, and just kind of continued my career like that. Was promoted to lieutenant in 2006, and then just recently to commander July 28th, actually.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've seen the broad range of the city, north to south and east and west.
That's for sure.
Now we're coming up on the holiday season here, particularly New Year's, and it's a time when people maybe aren't thinking about safety, but they should. Tell us a little bit about what the Phoenix Police concentrate on New Year's Eve and holidays like that with some of our laws like Shannon's Law and other things.
Shannon Law is an important law to keep in mind during this time of year, and as you know, Shannon Smith was the young gal who the law was named after when she was unfortunately struck and killed by a stray bullet while playing in her backyard.
Very close here at Indian School Park, in fact.
That's exactly right. And so by July of 2000, we put into effect Shannon's Law, which then made it a felony to discharge firearms into the air. And while incidents have certainly decreased over time with education, we still see a fair amount of it, and we're just asking people to really just remember that those stray bullets have to land somewhere. And certainly we want everybody to abide by Shannon's Law and report incidents when they see other people not doing that.
And they can do that how? How do they report that
They
best?
can call 911.
911 is the best way?
I would think so,
Yeah.
and it's just such a dangerous activity.
Sure. Now the other thing that happens is people celebrate, and we want people to plan. Talk a little bit about DUI enforcement and how people can be safe with that over the holidays.
And so really we ask that people designate a designated driver before they even head out for the evening. We know that people are going to be going to parties and driving back home, and if you've got that person designated from the very beginning, that tends to be a higher success rate for us. So have that designated driver identified. If you've had too much to drink and you haven't identified a driver, call a friend, call a cab, leave your car parked there. It's just not worth it. Back in 2012, I believe Street Transportation came out with some statistics that say that there's a DUI-related collision every 8 hours. We think that that's probably higher nowadays. And so we just really want to impress upon people to be safe. You want to wake back up on December 26th. So.
And unfortunately, if people aren't safe, there's a whole task force of Phoenix police officers and others out there doing DUI enforcement over the holidays.
That's exactly right.
And one last thing, talk to us about the recent pedestrian safety efforts in the city and how you see those working.
Well, we as a department and as a city have seen a real bad spike in car pedestrian accidents. As a result of that, we put in the new Hawk system that sometimes people see on 7th Street or 7th Avenue.
Those are the mid-block lights that you can cross.
That's exactly right. And those are working out really well. The other thing is we impress upon people not to cross mid-block, to walk the extra few minutes to get to the crosswalk. Don't cross over light rail crossing as well. It's really important. Even though you may have the right of way, drivers are distracted as well, and it's just important to be really vigilant, whether you're a driver or a pedestrian, and make sure that it's safe to cross.
That's great advice, and we want all of our residents to be safe here at the end of the year and all year round.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much for the work you do, and for the men and women at Desert Horizon, thank you to them as well. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
We want all of our residents to be safe. As the Super Bowl comes up and during the holidays, it's important to take a little extra time to think about safety. And for all the Phoenix employees who are working on the holidays, I want to give my special thanks. For On the Job, I'm City Manager Ed Zuercher.